It's been around 7 years now. So since then, we are learning and also teaching students.
Oh, great. So one side you are a student and the other side you are imparting knowledge to your students.
And
That's
the other
great. Yeah, teacher is always a
side,
student. Yeah. If you are teaching spoken English, is there any role of grammar?
if I personally talk about this, I'm much into learning grammars. I love finding rules and learning about the grammars, especially. But I think learning grammar to some extent for spoken English is very important, especially for those who don't have atmosphere around them, those who don't find it very easy to speak with somebody. So they need to learn some grammar, some structure, tenses, and all that, so that they can at least start their sentence formation and then they can go for speaking. And the way they practice, and I mean, the more they practice, the better they are going to become adults. So grammar is important, I think, at some extent.
Shall we discuss something related to grammar today? Are you open
Yeah,
to
sure,
it?
ma'am. I would like to do that.
Are you open to
Yeah,
it?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
So I want to just give one example here for the other learners to understand it in a better way. If so, very well explained, Bhavesh. I'm sure that your students might be learning very well because these minute concepts are very important. Yeah.
That is where they make the silly mistake. They need to understand how actually situations are formed and in
Yes.
what situation we need to use different sentences. So I would simply request those trainers or those even learners that should not learn this language the way they speak Hindi, because it is way different than Hindi we speak. So
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
the language. Is this visible, man?
You are audible and visible. Am I audible and visible to you clearly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Hi, Bhavesh. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm also doing pretty well. And yeah, as we had planned, so I was waiting for you and I was checking my mail whether really you are going to join or not. I'm super excited to have conversation with you. I would really love to know about you because you haven't introduced much about you in your mail. So now, would you take the honor of introducing yourself so that I can know you better?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Hi, ma'am. I'm Bhavesh Nishad, and I come from Chhattisgarh. And I am doing my graduation. I'm going to do BA. Actually, I have done my schooling, but due to some reasons, I was unable to continue my graduation. But I have started doing this again. And apart from this, I have got some hobbies. And actually, in my free time, I love to read books. And other than that, as I'm passionate about learning the language, I mostly prefer listening to some stuff that are really important to learning. So this is how it's going on. Thank you very much for this.
Lovely, lovely introduction. And nice to know that you are passionate about learning English. So now let me take the liberty of introducing myself. I don't know whether you know about me much or not, but still, uh,
I know, ma'am, because I watched many of your videos, so I love that.
okay. Then I think I should just skip my introduction part. What do you say?
Yeah, it will do. It will do.
Okay, all right. Okay, tell me about your day. How was your day today?
It was lovely, though it's summertime, so it's quite hot in here. So otherwise, it was nice.
Today being Sunday, do you have any plans for the
Uh,
evening, very
as of
especially?
today, no, not today.
Okay, so what specially do you do on Sundays? Something different from the working days.
Uh,
Do you do something special?
yeah, I like to go to visit some place with my friends. So this has happened many times that we go somewhere to hang out with friends. So this is what we usually do on Sunday.
Would you like to mention some of the places of Chhattisgarh where you used to go with your friends and you hang out there so that my viewers they would come to know about some important places of Chhattisgarh?
So I mean not far from the place we live. I mean nearby places just for hanging out with friends. It's like Kotli Sonar, Crocodile Park. It is known as, and some other places where we find peace. So some natural places we hit.
Okay, okay, okay. I think you only mentioned that you have been learning English for past 5 years, or
It I have been teaching for the 5 years and also learning together. I must say.
you have been teaching for 5 years? Are you a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about your teaching. Whether you are a teacher in a government sector, in a private school, you have your own coaching.
I run our own coaching. It's an online classes. As I mentioned there in the mail that I with my friend take the classes together. So we have been running the classes for more than 5 years now, and I think we started learning English. It's been around 7 years now. So since then we are learning and also teaching students.
Oh, great. So one side you are a student and the other side you are imparting knowledge to your students.
And
That's
the others,
great. Yeah, teacher is always a
I,
student. Yeah. So yeah, I
exactly.
have been on the same boat, so I can very well resonate with your lifestyle. Okay. So is it a co-ed coaching or you have especially for boys or girls? The coaching which you run,
It's
is
for
it?
everyone. I mean, it's for those who want to improve their spoken English.
Okay, it's just about spoken English. The other subjects you people
Yeah.
don't take. Okay, that's fine. So only two of you are running this coaching center. Not coaching,
Yeah.
actually, you are taking online class, you said. Am I right?
Yeah, it's an online class, so we can say it's a kind of coaching class, online coaching class where we offer, learning platforms where they can improve their spoken English.
In between, actually, Bhavesh, I'm not able to hear you properly because of, I think, some network issues or something. So I was not able to hear a few words. So I just correlated that maybe this was your sentence, and I got to know about that you are taking online classes. So it's about only you are managing all the classes, or your friend is also helping you out.
We both manage the classes. We have different batches, so some of the batches I take and the other he does.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your feeling about this online class? Is it going on well, or you are finding some difficulty, or you think that sometimes if I can be a tutor offline, then that would be better?
I would say I have had the privilege of taking classes offline as well in our places. And as the summer vacation is going on, so the students are going to be free. They will have more time to get some other courses like spoken English and anything else that they would like to. So this time we are again planning to go offline so that we can teach physically how we can teach and what are the things that we can improve in our coaching classes and the way we teach. So we're going to just experiment for that.
Lovely, lovely to know about it. Okay, when it comes to spoken English, how much importance or emphasis actually do you give to grammar? Do you tell the students that grammar is not actually required, or you teach to some extent of grammar portions also? How it is about, because you have been running a coaching, so people should know that if you are teaching spoken English, is there any role of grammar?
If I personally talk about this, I'm much into learning grammars. I love finding rules and learning about the grammars, especially. But I think learning grammar to some extent for spoken English is very important, especially for those who don't have atmosphere around them, those who don't find it very easy to speak with somebody. So they need to learn some grammar, some structure, tenses, and all that so that they can at least start their sentence formation and then they can go for speaking and the way they practice and I mean the more they practice the better they are going to become adults. So grammar is important, I think, at some extent.
Okay, thank you for that. Actually, I have heard from so many people that grammar has no role in speaking English. But yeah, being Indians, we are surrounded by different languages, isn't it? Some people speak Bengali, some Punjabi, some Marathi. So here, we do not get partners with whom we can speak in English. Yeah. So then it comes that how to
Exactly.
frame structure. And if we know that why he goes, why not he go, then it becomes easier to frame thousands of sentences based on that particular rule. Yeah. And then we can make negative and negative interrogative, many kind of sentences. Yeah. So for that, that is what my feeling is, that grammar has some role. If we need not to go deep down into like narration and voice, at least tenses, prepositions, articles, very, very much important. Yeah. Okay. So
So
you,
in our coaching class,
uh,
we have categorized the grammar portion like academic grammars and functional grammars. So we prioritize functional grammars, which help them in spoken English, like I mean the grammars which help them with making sentences, with sentence
Mhm.
formation. That's what we teach. And other than that, we do not consider teaching or bringing into the course. That's what we think about.
Okay. So shall we discuss something related to grammar today? Are you open
Yeah,
to
sure,
it?
ma'am. I would like to do that.
Are you open to
Yeah,
it?
I am.
Yeah.
I
I
am.
have
I'm much
found,
into it.
yeah, I have found many learners asking this great query about simple past and present perfect, how it is different when we say, I have gone or I went. Okay, so I have gone is simple, sorry, present perfect, and I went is simple past, how it is different. Okay, because they take in the same way that I have gone and I went, it has the similar sense. Would you like to justify that how it is different from each other?
Yeah. So as idioms, as a learner, we do not have atmosphere around us. So we always consider that Hindi translation in our mind. So
Mhm.
ja chuka tha or gaya hai. So we consider present perfect as the past perfect, something like that. But as a learner, we must think that English is a different language. I mean, it has its own way of speaking. So we must need to understand the situations of those grammars or particular structures to be used in different situations. So I think past simple is all about talking about something that has happened in the past and has nothing to do with present. So we can
Right.
simply use past simple. But if we are talking about present perfect, it simply means that something has definitely has happened in the past, but has to do with present. So that is when we use present perfect. And when something has happened, we have nothing to do with that. That's past simple.
Very true, very true. So I want to just give one example here for the other learners to understand it in a better way. If I say, like, he hasn't come this evening and he didn't come this evening. Yeah, he didn't come this evening. This is simple past. And he hasn't come this
Yeah,
evening. It's present perfect, isn't it? So what is
yeah,
the difference? He didn't come this evening. It means the evening is already over. And then we are talking
exactly.
about, probably it's night time. And then we are discussing he didn't come this evening. There is no chance to come this evening now. Okay. And when we say he hasn't come this evening, it means at the time of speaking, that person hasn't come. It means evening is still going on, and there is a
Going
probability,
on.
yeah, that someone can come even now. Yeah, so this is the difference. And people have a great confusion about, if I say he went and he has gone, what's the difference? So very well explained, Bhavesh. I'm sure that your students might be learning very well, because these minute concepts are very important. Yeah, we think that we can simply speak by listening. Yeah, we can, but it's going to take lots of time being in India. If we are somewhere in foreign countries where everybody is speaking in English, then it becomes very easy. But here we have to struggle for each advanced structure, each sentence, that in what term, in what situation we need to use this particular kind of sentence. So there lies the role of grammar, and you explained it so very well. Okay, now I want to hear from you. If you have any questions, please. Just
Uh,
going to, yeah,
I
please.
don't really have any question, but I want to tell one thing. In India, even in my locality, I have seen many, coaching classes teaching from Hindi to English. I don't deny the fact that we also teach from, Hindi to English at some point, at some extent. We do not get them indulge into all those stuff like from Hindi to English. The translation is everything, but they are doing the same. As we talked about this sentence in tenses, past simple and present perfect, they are learning from Hindi, gaya hai and gaya tha. So they just think that if the Hindi is like gaya hai or ja chuka hai, present perfect, or ja chuka tha, it's past simple. That is where they make the silly mistake. They need to understand how actually situations are formed and in
Yes.
what situation we need to use different sentences. So I would simply request those trainers or those even learners that should not learn this language the way they speak Hindi, because it is way different than Hindi we speak. So
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
the
of
language
course.
as it is spoken.
Yeah, yeah, of course, because the expression we express in Hindi, that sometimes we feel that we don't have exact word in English. Like हम सूर्य भगवान को अर्घ देते हैं. Yeah, अर्घ शब्द, that shabd, I don't know whether we have English. We offer water, we can say. We offer holy water to sun god. But the emotion which comes out when we say arg dete hain, that cannot come in English. So yeah, English has a different accent, different beauty. Yeah, so we need to take that language particularly in that way only. We cannot translate exactly word by word from Hindi to English or from English to Hindi even. So that's
Exactly, ma'am.
that perfectly all right. Okay, how did you feel like connecting with me? Because I didn't see you on YouTube. Have you connected to others also sometimes?
I have tried many times, but unfortunately, I couldn't get the
Okay.
time.
Oh, that's good. Because sometimes I scroll YouTube and I saw your name. I was thinking that have I seen somewhere Bhavesh also on someone's channel? I didn't recall your name that time. So yeah, I thought let's see that who is Bhavesh. And I'm very, very excited and very happy that I could give you time. Because for past 1.5 months, I was just struggling. I was not uploading any videos on my channel. I was not able to record any sessions. I was not taking even online classes because of my husband's surgery. He underwent
Yeah, I got
bypass
to know about
surgery.
that, ma'am. You
Yeah,
uploaded
yeah,
a video on
yeah, yeah.
Instagram.
So yeah, that's the reason. But yeah, now I thought that things are getting normal. So I should start at least. Nice that you approached me and lovely to connect with you. It was really captivating conversation. I hope learners are going to learn so many things. Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I would definitely think so.
Yes, we can certainly catch up again in future if you have time. Okay, with different topic. Today we discussed about simple past and present perfect with one simple example, I hope, and the way you explained it so nicely, you explained it in simple words that everybody must have understood. And I hope that learners are going to write their comments whether they understood this concept or not with the explanation of Bhavesh an example of Manju ma'am. If they have understood, I request all my learners, all my viewers to write at least 2 sentences in the comment section, one in simple past and other in present perfect.
I hope so.
Okay.
They have got, ma'am.
Yeah. So one piece of advice being a tutor from Chhattisgarh. Yeah. What piece of advice would you give to the learners, those who are actually at the beginning level, those who are beginners?
Uh, One piece of advice would be do not think of making mistakes. Like people first think that they need to be good at doing something and then they will start doing that. It is not going to help them out. Like they think first we need to learn swimming and then we will jump into the pond or somewhere. So this cannot be done. So you need to jump into the swimming pool or somewhere where there is water and then you can learn, and then you can gradually be perfect at that. So you are, I mean, at the beginning going to make mistakes. So don't feel bad about that. Just go with that and keep improving yourself. So this is what I would say.
Well said, well said. Actually, nothing can be learned without making mistakes. But when it comes to English, I don't know why we feel so nervous and hesitant that if I make mistake, what is going to happen? Even when we learned preparing tea, making salad, chopping vegetables, we made mistakes many times, isn't it? When I especially
Yeah,
learned to drive car, that time I hit many times here and there, sometimes with my gate when I had to park inside. Many times I made mistake, but now I can say that I am a perfect driver. Okay, so it comes it comes with time, and we have to have patience, and we have to be consistent. That is very important. So yeah, very well said that we don't have to feel hesitant about making mistakes. Just start and then make mistakes, keep correcting. English will certainly be learned by everybody. May it be beginners, may it be intermediate level, may it be any level. Because we can't say that learning this language for 10, 15 years, we have become master of this language. Still, we have to learn so many things. We have learned one drop of water, and we have to still learn the whole ocean, isn't it?
exactly, ma'am. It is. It is.
Yes. So it was nice connecting with you, Bhavesh. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I hope now
Thank
it's
you very much,
time.
ma'am, for
Yeah,
having me today.
yeah. I'm also blessed and privileged to have you on my channel. The final one, just want to know from you, can I upload this video on my channel?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. I would love to watch this video again.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Bye-bye, Bhavesh. All the best
Thank
for
you
the
very much,
future
ma'am.
endeavor. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, Bhavesh. Bye-bye. See you soon in the next
Thank you very
video.
much, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.